Hi, welcome to Shannon Confidential. I am Shannon, your host. And Shannon Confidential is a podcast about life, love, and everything in between. And no matter where you are in this world, your income, your religion, your social status, how many likes you get, what religion you are, how much money you make, what color you are, male, female, young, old, you identify as a puppy. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're all in this life together. It doesn't matter where you are, high or low, or where you feel you are. We really do go through highs and lows and good and bad and family issues. We all have it. We all share it. We all should talk about it more. We should support each other more. And that's what this podcast is about. Just bringing life to you so you know you're not in it alone. And today I am bringing you a very dear friend of mine since 1996. We both met. That was my last year as a Miami Dolphins cheerleader and Susie's first year as a Miami Dolphins cheerleader. I'm going to keep calling her Susie. She does go professionally by Suzette Solares. And she is here with me today, and her story, I think, once you hear it, it's so relatable. Male or female, it won't matter. We met, we were so much younger, and she's an amazing wife, an amazing mother. She's been so successful with On Demand or Beachbody On Demand, and she'll go through all of that. And I wanted to bring her story to all of you, because if you're thinking about maybe you want to start something to do on your own, you want to change in your life, or you're perfectly happy with what you're doing, but you want to add some health conscious aspects to it, Susie is your girl. So here I am. I'm going to let Susie take the floor, and you are on deck, Miss Susie.
Thank you. Thank you, Shannon, for having me here. It's an honor. And I'm excited to just share my story in hopes that it will help someone. And definitely that's where my mission and my heart is, and my purpose is to just really make a difference and be a light.
Yeah. And I have to tell you, Susie, she was so cute when we cheered together. She was in the little line. I don't know if you know this, but in cheerleading, there's like a short line, then a not so short line, then a medium height girl line, then a really tall girl line. Susie was in like the little miniature people. So she would just be like, oh, this exercise, let's do this dance hurts again. She had this accent. She was the cutest little thing in the whole world. But she really was, even back then when we cheered, you can even say she never stopped smiling. And I know it's part of our job to smile, but she even did it at practice. She did it when we were taking water breaks. I mean, how did you feel about those years?
Thank you. I mean, those years were one of the best years ever. It really showed me what community is, what a sisterhood is, what a team is. And it helped me just grow and really just get together with other women to also share our smiles. True. That's exactly what cheerleading to me was.
We were there for each other, no doubt, because
absolutely.
It wasn't always pretty.
Right.
But so
hard work.
What did you get the most out of cheering?
I think, again, it gave me that real sense of what a sisterhood is, what a team is. I had never really been part of a team other than dancing and ballet, but ballet was more like a school feel for me, where I would go for training and just to, improve my skills. Mm-hmm. But cheerleading was really about a sisterhood and a team and encouraging one another and just absolutely cheering each other on
as cheerleaders. Yeah. I have to tell you, I'm kind of like OCD if you don't know me. And I have to tell you, it taught me discipline, seriously structured discipline. A lot of people don't realize that cheering, you think it's all, not for nothing, tits and ass, and smiling and looking pretty in makeup, but it's okay, I'm not going to disrespect anybody in the military, but it is that military type, at least when we were, discipline as far as structure, the do's and don'ts, what you can do, what you can't do, rules like you wouldn't even imagine, but it did make you, at least I can say, it made me stronger. It really had affected me when I started working and became an adult. That aspect. So
I agree. Right. It was very hard work. And you had to be very serious and take ownership of your gift and your talent and put it to use and really just make sure that you showed up and you gave it your all, even in rehearsals. 100%. So you're right, Shannon, it did teach me discipline. I wasn't seeing it at the moment, but looking back now, you can see how it created such structure.
And I would imagine you probably pull from that now with how, once you start describing this, what you do for Beachbody, because I see your post, and I'll link everybody up to everything with Susie, all her social media, her Beachbody app, all of that. I'll make sure you have all of that when this airs. Did that roll forward? Did you realize maybe you pulled from some of that?
Oh, absolutely. I think the whole thing about just showing up every day for yourself, for yourself.
I just got goosebumps all over
Yes.
my body. That's what we need to do. Show up for ourselves, and then we're stronger for our people.
Absolutely. You have to fill your cup up first, right?
There you
and
go.
then you could pour onto others.
And that's not selfish. Taking care
Yeah.
of yourself first makes you strong enough to take care of others. You can't always put it out there. You have to take care of your engine. You can't drive your car on empty. You're an engine. You've got to keep your engine full and healthy, and then you're there for your family or friends or clients. So what I know after cheering. So bring us to, what brought you to choose Beachbody? What was the transition in your life? Are you still doing what you did before? Give us your story.
Okay, so I was always into ballet, into dancing, and that's how I got into being a cheerleader. But I had always built not a great relationship with food. I was always yo-yo dieting, and I found myself doing crash diets, found myself, sometimes starving myself, and just doing things like desperate measures, just to kind of get results.
I know you listening out there, there's tons of you who could say yes to that. So
Yeah.
and there's nothing wrong with it, but that's what happens.
Yes, you take drastic measures to get results, to feel good in my own skin, to feel confident. And I remember that after I went through the cheerleading and I became a ballet teacher, I got married, and then I kind of lost myself in a way because I was trying to be this homemaker, but at the
Trying to
same
be perfect at everything.
trying to be perfect at everything, and then it was like giving, but I had forgotten about me. So I had my two boys, and that's where I really just went downhill. I found myself having a lot of anxiety, Shannon, because you try to be this, great mom while trying to have the house together, while trying to be a wife, while trying to have a social life. And I was finding myself binging. I was finding myself with a lot of anxiety. Thank you. I know. Because
I know you, and it's like, I have chills.
yeah. And it's common. So many
Yes.
women suffer silently. And I get emotional, but it's true because I found myself just losing my identity completely and finding comfort in food. And that took me to a place where I just gained about 20 pounds, which for me is a lot because I'm 4'11", tiny. Tiny.
In heels, maybe.
Right. So thankfully, social media for me was such a beautiful platform because I started watching women really take care of themselves. I saw my neighbor running, and I was just being filled with inspiration, and I kept thinking, if they can do it, so can I.
Good for you. And that's how you use social media in a positive way.
Yes.
So
I just basically ran into my coach now. She is my upline coach.
Okay.
She was showing the highlights of what Beachbody had done for her. She was an attorney in a law firm as a partner, and she found herself overweight, and her son was diagnosed with autism, and she felt like if she just couldn't be there for him, runs into Beachbody because of her sister. So you see the trickle effect.
Yes.
Her sister started because she wanted to get back in shape, and she decided to share this with the world because she really just needed an income to pay for diapers. She needed more income to pay for diapers. So it goes deep. It's not superficial. Mm-hmm. She really was looking for a way to make an extra income. And so she told her sister, you need to jump on. I'm getting great results. Her sister was watching her, really do that as well. And so her sister loses weight. She starts, paying it forward to other women, starts making an extra income.
And that's where it feels right here. You're making a difference.
Yeah, you're making a difference.
Yeah.
And it was almost like if she was making an income while making an impact, and it lit her up, and I saw it. And I felt it through her posts, through her words, her pictures. And after just one day, really just, I hit rock bottom. I remember being in this very couch, having a conversation with my husband, and Shannon, I was falling asleep. I couldn't even keep up with my husband. My energy was low, and I just said, that's it. Enough is enough. I reached out to her and I said, tell me what I got to do.
Wow.
And I joined. And it wasn't because of Beachbody. It was really because I had seen that light in her, and I wanted it.
That. See, Women, share your light. Don't share your negativity. Share your light, because this is what you do. Look at, and the sign from God, the bells are ringing, dogs are barking. So was this something that you were, did your husband realize what you were going through, and what kind of support? I mean, your children were smaller at the time, because they're not, they're not my kids. Like Taylor's, in her 23. And my son's gonna be 24. But what was the support? Okay, so you decide to make this change, and a support system is huge, whether it be your friends or your family. So you're going to go into this. Were you going into it as you wanted her light, you wanted her fitness, you wanted to feel better physically, emotionally? Were you at that time seeing it as an income? Were you even looking at that aspect of it?
No.
So you were just going to be one of her
customers. Yes,
clients.
her clients.
Okay.
Yes, I just reached out, and I was just like, please tell me what to do. And she's like, absolutely. Beachbody is the way, the vehicle, and you buy the tools. And so I bought my starter kit, and sure enough, Shannon, I started to implement 30-minute workouts, which I think
that's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you really need. And I was not that girl. I was always in my mind the dancer. So I was, even though I had gone to gyms in the past and I had tried other things, I just never felt like if that was me. So when she said, you follow the workouts from your home, and I knew that I didn't need to leave my children, because this was 5 years ago. So my little one, my little one was 5. So I knew that he could be playing, and I could just pick up some weights and get some movement done. I really just wanted to be more active. So I followed the 30-minute workout with a meal plan, a simple meal plan.
Which is all on the app.
Which is on the app. We provide it all. And it was, what I loved about it was that I never felt deprived. And it also improved my relationship with food, because it taught me how to eat a balanced meal. Whereas coming from a Hispanic background, you're taught.
And I laugh just because I have Spanish friends, and wow.
Yeah, and you're taught like you have to eat everything on your plate. And that created a horrible relationship.
It's a big plate.
And it's a big plate.
It's a big plate. It's not a little snack dish, eat everything. No, it's like, here's a platter.
Yes, so
eat healthy, happy. Yes, yeah, because they eat as far as family and social gathering, and it's happiness. So eating is fun and good. It's not negative, but yet so many of us, men or women, use that as the deflection of what's going on in our lives, good or bad. Either you're not eating or you're eating too much. So I get that.
Right. So I just was taught how to eat properly. And in 21 days, I lost 7 pounds, 7 inches. I got incredible results for my height and my I'm
She's
petite.
tiny.
So I felt on top of the world.
Wait till you see the transition photos that I will put up. It's remarkable what Suzette has gone through. So obviously at some point you were saying, okay, wait a minute, I need to pay this forward.
Absolutely.
And again, your husband saw it, loved it. He,
well, he saw the light in me. He saw that I was just so happy, because when you look good, it like you just feel good, and when you feel good, it's like you perform better. I was showing up as a different wife, and he was like, wow.
But when your heart and everything feels good, that projects. That's when people say you have a glow. You've always glown. I didn't know you when you didn't glow, and that makes me sad. But your glow is still the same now. You're still fantastic. But when you have that happiness within you, and again, you have to make happiness come from within you before you can project it. But it's not saying that anybody has to be skinny or beautiful. It's that internal beauty that then projects out, and that's what you felt you were getting as you started to understand your body and getting more fit, because there is a depression that comes about when you don't feel good about yourself. Even you could be the most beautiful person in the world, and if you don't feel good about yourself, that's still going to project. And maybe some people look at you and be like, oh, you're pretty and skinny, who cares? You care. Absolutely. Because it's in here that matters. Absolutely. So you took that to the next level.
Absolutely. So when my husband saw that I was just reignited, and I just said, I need to pay this forward. And so then I looked at it like I just want to pay it forward. I didn't know that there was a business behind it yet.
Okay.
And so I started just posting on social media, Shannon.
I saw it. That's how come she's on.
Yes. And so people started reaching out and they're like, Susie, tell me more, because they related to my story. They related to my anxiety. They related to using food as comfort, and they related to even binging, which is so shameful. But I'm very authentic.
Don't be ashamed.
Yeah, I
Don't be
couldn't. I
ashamed.
couldn't carry that weight anymore. And I just said, I'm going to share my story so that other women could benefit. And it just turned out to be amazing, because so many women felt like if they were heard and understood. And I just created this beautiful community, a safe place where people could come and we can talk about, you know, the relationship with food, and not using it as comfort, rather than food, yes, is happy, but it's also to fuel you. And we worked on mindset and personal development and growth. And now for me, it's all mental and the heart, and all of that just kind of just, you know.
Goosebumps. I have to tell you, I've watched her post over the years, and just watching her transition, watching her growth, watching her post with her team members and her clients, and just the smiles. I mean, what you're seeing, this isn't just someone on camera that's just smiling because that's what she's supposed to do. This is who you get. This is real. This is 100% real, because I knew her before, and she hasn't changed a bit. So I am just so proud of you. And so take us through. So now you've decided you're going to start paying it forward.
Yes.
And what was the next step for you from there?
So from there, I just basically started to guide other women to do exactly what I did with the starter kit.
And what is a starter kit?
The starter kit is basically, you get an entire library of workouts, over 400 workouts.
Through an app, right?
Through an app.
I'll let you see the app. I'll link you.
Yeah, so you just join by purchasing the app, and it's a package that comes the workouts together with the nutrition component, and then you get me as your coach, and I'm your support system, and so we do it together, and you're in this exclusive app. And we're talking global, Shannon. Like, this is really big. And what's coming now, our company is actually going public. So we're in the stock market. We're bringing so much innovation, indoor cycling now. We're merging with the mixed bike, and we're going to bring, you know, so much more.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we have so many prenatal
Wow.
workouts.
Okay.
Post-work. I mean, there's so much I could share.
So these, I'm not going to say names of apps, but I've seen apps, and you click on the workout you want to do. But that would be the overall app. So if someone has you as their coach,
Right.
so they're on the app with you, are all the same choices there? And how does that connect to you? Do you do live workouts with them? Do you speak to them live? Like, where is that support once they're on with you?
Right. So once they buy that library and the nutrition component, it's a starter kit, and it teaches them exactly how to eat balanced meals. And there's 2 nutrition programs. It's not just one cookie cutter. We have
That's
2.
good.
Yeah, which is great.
Because everybody's not the same.
Right. So we have 2, and you do have access to all the nutritionists, on Beachbody, through the blog, and there's dietitians, and all their products are researched, very clean products. I did my share of research. But once they join with me through the private app, then I guide them, and I basically just tell them, this is what we're going to focus on today. And they can work out at any time that they want, but there's also the option of working out live with me through a link. Yeah.
Okay. So
Through
you
a
have,
virtual
is that
link.
your schedule? Like, you have a live schedule, and then they just link on.
Yeah, and
Okay.
sometimes it doesn't always work out, you know, to perfection, because I'm a mommy first. So there's days where I'm going to work out at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then there's days where I'm going to work out at 10 or at 12. But we have communication.
Okay.
I give my cell phone to all my customers because I'm okay with that.
You're friends. You're yeah.
We've become best friends.
You guys
That's
watch
the
you
funny
become
thing
family.
Yes,
You
we
become a family.
Yes. And so we work out, we focus on mindset morning routines. We, talk about nutrition tips, how to eat when you're in a restaurant, how to socially eat through holidays, all of that. I guide them. And then at night we check in. How was your day? How's your mindset?
Accountability. I like that. Accountability
Absolutely.
and just, yes, just knowing you have that accountability. It's like working out with a partner.
Exactly.
Knowing you have someone that's going to check in on you, and when they're so supportive, you don't want to let them down. You're kind of like, I got to do it. Susie's going to call,
No, yeah. I'm not here to like nag or babysit.
But
here
you
to
want them to be
inspire
successful,
you.
yes.
Yeah, and I'll hold you accountable, and you show up in my group, I show up, and we do life together, and it is absolutely a sisterhood. And so I just basically, I'm there to hold your hand.
That's awesome. And I've seen in some of the photos, it looks like you get together in these large group, like are there conferences, conventions, places where you could go if you want to? How were you in those big groups? What was that?
So we have live events. The super trainers from Beachbody do, come down, they fly or anywhere, and they do live events so that we do live workouts. And that way you get that real community feel.
Yeah.
You get to sweat with each other, which is so powerful, meaning you're showing, yourself how strong you are, and you're doing it in a safe space. Alongside
with your other sisters and your coaches.
Yes, and coaches. And we do live workouts, and we get to talk to the trainers, and we get to take pictures. And then we
Pictures
go
are
out
great.
and make
There's like hundreds of you at these things.
They're great. And we do have yearly summits, which is, where you get all the training from corporate, live events, parties, recognition. I mean,
You've been recognized recently. Why don't you let everybody know just how good you are?
So I've been doing this for 5 years, and last year I actually earned the title of being a premier coach, which basically means that I am. Yes, it's a celebration and a party, and it feels good, Shannon, because when women get these results, and even men, but I cater more to like mommies, I find that those are the ones that relate the most to me, but I find that when they get these results, they too want to pay it forward. And that is how we start building a business, and you start making that income. And so this is a platform where it not only helps you to become your best self and you grow as a leader, but you're also able to get transformations for other people so you're impacting while you're making an income. And with that
and
income,
maintaining your personal happiness and love and maintaining what made you so happy in the first place. You're for the lack of saying it like it is, you're getting paid to just do what you love.
Yes.
And isn't that what we're all trying to do?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm doing what I love. Maybe I'll get paid one day, but I'm not going to stop. I'm loving this. This makes me happy. This makes me happy. And my pay it forward is bringing people on that can then pay it forward to you and make you happy. The world we all need to just join hands and just support each other. So this is a perfect example of how women can support women, and men included. By no means am I leaving anybody out, but there's just not enough of that in the world. There's just too much holding someone down, and here's a perfect example of how amazing your life can be by lifting other people up. And so it's incredible.
It is.
So I'll link you up. So what they would have to do, just hit on the link, research you. I'll put out her social media. You can go through her photos. You can see for yourself her transformation and her beautiful, amazing family. How old are your kids now?
14 and 10.
I swear to God, I remember you when you were a baby. It's 14 and 10, and mine are in their 20s.
I was
It's just so
18,
crazy.
Shan.
This story is just so amazing, and I know you've posted pictures of clients, and you say your team. What is a team? I know you have your clients, and that might be your team, but do you as a coach, do you have a team of coaches? How does that work?
So when I coach women to get healthy and fit, basically they're my clients. But when they tell me, Susie, I really want to pay it forward and I want to build a business, or I want to just have a side income to help, just whatever it is that they want to do, we then start mentoring them to build their own business. And so that's what I call my team.
Wow, you even get to support that. That's awesome.
Yes, and so it's a team of business partners is what we are. And so I named my team Soaring Together Successfully, because I felt that once I started really honing in on the sisterhood, I felt that I was really soaring, Shannon. I needed like their wings for me to fly. Aww. And it was just beautiful. So I named my team that, and it was so amazing how I started building my team, because it was through social media. There was a girl that in California heard my story, wanted to join me, got great results, and said, I want to build a business too. And with time, I earned a trip to meet the CEO from Beachbody, and I was able to tour the entire headquarters of Beachbody in Santa Monica, California.
Wow.
And so when I flew over there, I already had built an entire team in the West Coast. and we're here in the East Coast. And I had
Think
never
of
met
this.
them.
You're on the couch falling asleep talking to your husband, and now you're flying to the
Yes.
California. That's just an incredible story.
It is, and I went over there and I got to meet my team, and so now, like I said, it's global. I mean, I have people in Boston and Massachusetts, I mean, everywhere. And so it's beautiful because the team, you know, is just business partners. That's what it is.
Wow.
But that's what that means, because it's because of them that I am still here today, and I find so much purpose in mentoring other women build a business. It's beautiful.
That's just amazing. So if someone decides that they want to go in the direction part-time, full-time even, do they get to pick a name? You get to pick a name, and
Yeah,
someone else, you already have business partners? Really? You could get, like, you could make it something so sweet, something that motivates you. That's,
Yes.
I've never even heard of anybody, you know, picking their name as, you know, a second layer under.
It's kind of just building your own squad, your tribe, your own sisterhood, and you pick a name just because that's kind of like something that you identify with, you connect with. And so, you know, we do weekly calls and we do life together. There's, you know, we're texting each other. It's just, we become friends and we have so much fun, Shannon. Now we travel together. You get to earn trips. You get to win huge cash prizes because Beachbody does all of that we're kind of like rewarded for just really working on
doing
ourselves
a good job
and paying it forward.
And making the world healthy and happy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly their mission, is to help people live healthier and fulfilling lives. That's what it is.
Well,
Yeah.
you are definitely soaring together successfully, no doubt.
Yes, and we have so much fun together. It's amazing. Really, I mean, I have to talk about the fun, because if it's fun, you keep showing up. If it's fun, you
Even
keep
if you're
showing
working
up.
hard, if it's fun, you'll show up.
You'll
Yeah.
show up. You keep showing up. So
Well,
it's amazing.
You people out there for Susie, you keep showing up. But this is all just so incredible, and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy to bring you to people that never even knew this existed, or didn't know you, or didn't know they had an out or an opportunity. And maybe this is just a wake-up call, and you'll get to it when you want to. But this is, you know, we're all the same. She's been down and now she's back up and she's successful and she's winning awards, and other women are loving her for it, and I'm congratulating her.
Thank you.
There's a whole crowd behind us that is clapping and applauding. This is just awesome.
Yeah.
This is what makes me happy.
Thank
Watching
you.
people be happy, paying it forward to make other people happy, because I know there's more for you. So what is next?
So next is just continuing to build this business. This business, you know, can lead to a 6-7 figure business. But it could be as little as just an extra income, an extra paycheck for people that just want that little bit of extra, you know, income to do more. I have mommies that tell me, I just want to make a little bit of extra money to pay for extracurricular activities
Fun
for
money,
my
you
kids,
know, whatever.
or to save, or to go on vacation. So
you could do this as a full-time job, or you could even do this as a part-time job, a side job.
absolutely,
You know, do it on the
absolutely.
weekends, or what, you know, whatever, however works for you. So
Yes.
you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to. You can make a whole brand new change. Obviously, that works. Yet you don't have to. You could be just a supplemental income, a part-time thing, or make it whatever you need it to be.
And I work from my phone. I work from my kitchen table. That's really how I started. And I've worked from being in the car line, waiting for my kids to come out of school, having conversations with the moms at school. I talk to my neighbors about it. It's just a way of life. And I love that, you know, it really is something where it just lights your soul on fire, because you're focusing on yourself. So there's that personal freedom as you grow. You become more of yourself, more of a leader. And then there's that financial freedom aspect also, that just gives you then almost that time freedom. So it's almost like this whole package. And when I earned the premier, you know, title, premier coach, that award, it just really made me feel so validated about how I can help not only women get results, but they can also build a side business. And so there's so much, you know, it just validated that I am able to do this for other women. And so I'm building people up. And it's not like if it was all wonderful from the beginning, because I come from,
It takes work.
it takes work. And when I look back as a child, there was addiction in my family, Shannon. So you're
hard.
right, you know, everyone has this story and this weight, and it was very, very hard. And so I was at a very dark place. And this has just now allowed me to feel like if the Susie now has, you know, it's my time. It's my time to be that light and now really live in that passion, that that,
awesome.
that light that just
Doesn't even get excited
feel
just
it in
listening
your
to it.
core. And when
That's
I look at my sister coaches, like my own coach, she was a partner in a law firm, and now she left that to do this. She's making 6-7 figures, and she's with her children present. She's able to be there with her son who's autistic, and has just given him so much more because she's better for him. I am better for my family. I show up different as a wife, as a friend, as a mommy. It's just a beautiful mission and a purpose that has really just given me so much in this life. Like,
I don't know what else to say. That's just amazing. Well,
it's a celebration.
Suzette, thank you so much. I am
you.
just so excited to bring this story to as many people that I possibly can, because you are truly a light. You're light, you're glowing, you're making other people glow. So just thank you for being on the show, and just thank you for still just staying Snoozy.
Thank you. Hi, Shannon, thank you.
You're awesome.
So much fun. This is all fun.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm out here with Miss Susie at Beachbody On Demand, and she's going to show us 3 portions of a workout: a beginner, a immediate, and advanced. I have no idea what she's going to do to me. Don't hurt me, Susie. I'm all yours.
All right, so all we're going to do is we're going to log in the app, and we're just going to follow along. This is a beginner,
yes, at home,
and it's
privacy.
It's a beginner program with Sean T, the one that did Insanity. So all we're going to do is just start. Join in. We're just going to move our body right now.
Now we're just copying the video.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun. This is a dance program. It just came out. Simple enough.
All right, we have our sweat on. You just saw us do our beginner workout warm-up. And now Susie's going to take me and you guys watching through an intermediate exercise with weights, 12 pounds. And don't ever work out with 12 pounds. This is heavy. You go, girl.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and press play because we're going to follow along what the trainer tells us to do. And so this is actually just an intermediate move where you're actually squatting and using upper body strength as well. And we can basically then take it to the other side as well if you'd like.
I'm going to follow and stop and
so
go
then we
down.
go here and up. And this is the program that I started with 5 years ago.
I tell you, I can feel it. My booty's going to be higher when I leave here.
That's right.
All right, I am sweating bullets here with Susie. We are now going into an advanced exercise, and you will notice I am not nearly as advanced as Susie, so I'm going to stick with my smaller weight, and Susie's going to do whatever she's going to do, and she's going to tell you all about it.
I'm going to get my 20 pounds, and we're going to follow along on a more advanced workout program. So this one is lift floor with Joel Freeman, the trainer. I'm going to get my 20s, and all we're going to do is squat down. We're going to follow along exactly what he tells us to do. Here, we're working on our legs,
our booties,
our glutes.
I'm not going to be able to walk tomorrow.
Even our forearms, because they're carrying the weight. You could actually go very heavy, and I like how they give you options of you could put the weight, each weight on your legs, on your thighs. If this is hurting your back, yep. You
I'm just going to make this up as I go because I think I can.
I love it. Very simple, but effective. So it's very simple. Once you log on to Beachbody On Demand, once you click on programs, here is the member library. You have all your programs here. And here is the Nutrition Center so that you can get all your resources on the meal plans and recipes. We even have a live cooking show. And then once you click on an actual workout program, you're gonna go ahead and click on it, and all you're gonna do is go to workouts, click on that, and then there you have exactly all your workouts. If you want deeper dive, you go under program materials, and then there you have a start guide. You have all your track like tracker sheets, your printables, your workout calendar, your food list, online toolkits, eating plans, quick fixes, frequently asked questions, even music. So it's everything at fingertips. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
This is part of the show, our Be Kind segment, where I give you a quote that pertains to what we discussed today. And this is all about choosing to be a light, choosing to make a change, just choosing to be better. And the quote today is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that is by the famous Henry Ford. Here we are for our Style Secrets segment. And Style Secrets is when I take something that I've heard, something that I've used, something that I've done, something that my friends have done, and I try to pay it forward to make, maybe you want to try it. Maybe it's going to help your life or your day better. So today, what else could I possibly style secret forward but Miss Susie, which Beachbody On Demand. I will link you up. She's amazing. Suzette Solares, you are our style secret of the day. Hey! Thank you, everybody.